I thought I saw
Claire, I
her.
believe, is doubled with Belle. Is that right? So I think it would be Sadie.
Checking.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. It's just that Sadie isn't hyperlinked, so it didn't go boop.
Oh, yeah. She doesn't have Facebook.
Ah.
So chastise her for that, or I guess congratulate her for
I
that.
think it's more of a promise situation.
I thought I saw
Claire,
her.
I believe, is.
Where am I looking for? Oh, like.
She has an Instagram for our cat, if that helps.
Oh, I
Does she
love
really?
that.
Why has no one told me to follow that?
It's relatively new.
You must let us know all social media accounts for all fuzzy / pet-like creatures.
Have you
I
created
agree.
one for Leo yet? You should.
He does have one.
Didn't know. I need to find that one.
I knew that. Yeah, I think I follow him.
We follow him.
Yeah.
Elfie has one, but I never ever update it.
We
Hmm.
don't update ours either because I lost the password to it. And that means that Michael is in charge, which does not bode well for Leo's Insta fame.
Someday.
Like this.
Okay, so the link has now been shared on the My Entertainment World Facebook, at My Ent World on Twitter, and the My Cinema Facebook page. So you can get it there or from the Zoom call if you want to share it. And then I think I'm gonna pass this over to Nicole. Let me double check that the recording is going as well. Of course it's not, so.
Oh, also, can I ask what the policy is on the songs?
What is the decision there, guys?
We should, I think, have an agreement on this before we start the, just, you know.
Who's singing?
I don't think I have anything with the song, so I will leave it up to
I
you.
practiced.
Well,
I was gonna say, I feel like if you, especially if it's a song like Scrooge gets his own song, there are a couple people who get like their own songs. If like you want to sing it and are committed to it, I feel like you should go to town. That's why I left the text in there. I think we have to skip the first one because that first one is on the street. It's like a bunch of rando people, and you know,
It could be done by just one person doing it solo style. Like
who wants to do that?
Yes.
You said
Bobby,
nobody
you
wants
sing
to do that?
the street song.
What'd you say, Nicole?
You sing the solo street song. I really want to see this.
The what?
The street song you said.
Oh, like the opening one. That's like, I mean, I could, but I don't want to do that right now.
Fine, okay.
I'll do it just for you,
Sadie
Nicole,
wanna
later. I
sing
promise.
the cut
Private show.
song? Does Sadie want to sing the cut song? The famously, it's not on the DVD.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
I don't remember. I don't know the tune of anything.
Oh,
I-
well, there you go.
That one is so lovely.
Otherwise, I probably would.
Okay, so I think we're about ready to go. All the recordings and streams are happening. So Nicole's going to do a cast list rundown, a roll call, and then get you started. So I don't know. Have fun, guys.
All right, everybody. So I think everyone who is new to our group knows to put our character names instead of our actual names. I'm just going to go through the cast list. Everyone kind of wave and say hello when I call your name so we can check that all mics and cameras are working. So with that, we have Capitalist Pig 1, Gentleman / Bunsen Honeydew, Henry. Party Guest 1 is Laura Hubbard.
Hello.
Capitalist Pig 2 / Robert Marley, also Waldorf. And Party Guest 2 is Gabby Grice.
Hey!
Jacob Marley / Statler is Christopher Prentice.
Hello.
Ragamuffin Headmaster Sam Eagle. Emily Cratchit, Miss Piggy, and Old Joe is Scott Garland, who will be joining us shortly. Fishmonger Belle, Clara, Belinda, and Bettina Cratchit, daughters, is Sadie Holloway.
Hello.
Rizzo is Charlotte Brewer.
Hi.
Charles Dickens Gonzo is Fabiana Cabral.
Hello.
Scrooge is Nicanor Campos.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays, Nick. Bob Cratchit / Kermit is Jason DeLine.
Hi-ho.
Applegate Edmund, Mrs. Fozziewig, Ma Bear. Tiny Tim, Robin. Thief 2 is Marlo Shaw. Marla, we couldn't hear you. Can you try again?
Hi, is that better?
Much better.
I had my mic off. Glad we
Gotta make
got that
sure
now.
it's you. Bookkeeper, Ghosts of Christmas Past, Present, and Yet to Come is Basil Dowd. Oh, we can't hear you. Uh-oh. Technical difficulties. We'll come back to Basil.
Wait, does it work now?
Perfect. We're good.
We're alive.
Crisis averted. Fred, Flashback, Ebenezer, and Thief 1 is Dom Harvey.
Hi.
Turkey Vendor, Fozziewig, Fozzie. Peter Cratchit, and Thief number 3 is Tori Urquhart. And, oh, Tori.
Wacka wacka.
There we go. And you'll be hearing my voice for stage directions. So with that, let us start. Muppet Christmas Carol. Take it away, everybody.
Well, that was a fine meal.
Yes, it was, wasn't it?
Yes, where shall we go now?
Let's have lunch.
Oh, good idea.
Christmas turkey. Come along, ladies. There's a nice Christmas turkey. Turkeys, get your Christmas turkey.
Get your boomerang fish. Guaranteed fresh. Throw away the fish and it comes back to me. Get them while they're fresh.
Apples, Christmas apples.
We got Macintosh,
Get your Christmas apples.
Red Delicious.
Muppets apiece while they last.
They won't last long the way you're eating them.
Hey, I'm creating scarcity. Drives the prices up.
Rizzo. Hello. Welcome to the Muppet Christmas Carol. I am here to tell the story.
And I'm here for the food.
My name is Charles Dickens.
And my name is Rizzo the Rat. Hey, wait a second. You're not Charles Dickens.
I am too.
No. A blue furry Charles Dickens who hangs out with a rat?
Absolutely.
Dickens was a 19th century novelist, a genius.
Oh, you are too kind.
Why should I believe you?
Well, because I know the story of A Christmas Carol like the back of my hand.
Prove it.
All right. There's a little mole on my thumb and a scar on my wrist from when I fell off my bicycle.
No. Don't tell us your hand. Tell us the story.
Oh, thank you. Yes. The Marleys were dead to begin with.
What? Pardon me?
That's how the story begins, Rizzo. The Marleys were dead to begin with. As dead as a doornail.
That's a good beginning. It's creepy and kind of spooky.
Oh, thank you, Rizzo.
You're welcome, Mr. Dickens.
In life, the Marleys had been business partners with a shrewd moneylender named Ebenezer Scrooge. You will meet him as he comes around that corner.
Where?
There.
When?
Now. There he is, Mr. Ebenezer Scrooge.
Hey, it's getting colder out here. Whew. When a cold wind blows, it chills you to the bone. But there's nothing in nature that freezes your heart like years of being alone. Her beginning part is more unfamiliar than I thought.
It paints you with indifference like a lady paints with rouge.
And the worst of the worst, the most hated and cursed is the one that we call Scrooge.
Unkind as any.
The wrath of many is Ebenezer Scrooge. Oh, there goes Mr. Humbug. There goes Mr. Grim. If they gave a prize for being mean, the winner would be him. Old Scrooge, he loves his money 'cause he thinks it gives him power. If he became a flavor, you can bet he would be sour. Even the vegetables don't like him. There goes Mr. Skinflint. There goes Mr. Greed, the undisputed master of the underhanded deed. He charges folks a fortune for his dark and drafty houses. Us poor folks live in misery. It's even worse for mouses. Please, sir, I want some cheese. He must be so lonely, he must be so sad. He goes to extremes to convince he's bad. He's really a victim of fear and of pride. I'm making this tune up. Look close and there must be a sweet man inside. Nah, nuh-uh. There goes Mr. Outrage, there goes Mr. Sneer. He has no time for friends or fun, his anger makes that clear. Don't ask him for a favor, 'cause his nastiness increases. No crust of bread for those in need, no cheeses for us nieces.
Scrooge liked the cold. He was hard and sharp as a flint, secretive, self-contained, as solitary as an oyster.
There goes Mr. Heartless, there goes Mr. Cruel. He never gives, he only takes, he lets his hunger rule. If being mean's a way of life, he practiced and rehearses, and then all that work is paying off, 'cause Scrooge is getting worse. Every day, in every way, Scrooge is getting worse. Oh boy, how the time flies. Look at this, I've got to go.
Humbug.
What an unpleasant fella.
He was a tight-fisted hand at the grind, Scrooge. Boy, this really is a dirty city.
You're telling me.
Come here.
Dickens uses Rizzo as a rag to clean dirty window.
Thank you for making me a part of this.
He was a tight-fisted hand at the grindstone, Scrooge. There we go. A squeezing, wrenching, grasping, clutching, covetous old sinner.
Bob Cratchit.
Yes, Mr. Scrooge?
Who is this?
It's Mr. Applegate, sir. He's here to speak to you about his mortgage.
Please, Mr. Scrooge. I know you're very angry about this, and I didn't mean to fall behind in the payments. Lord knows it being Christmas and all. Please don't shout at me, sir. That and, of course, little Gwen, her lungs aren't right. The doctor takes his share, don't he? I mean, you can yell and scream, and you're right. But it won't do no good because I'm the stone you can't squeeze blood from. And that's the truth.
Thrown out of doors.
Thank you for not shouting at me.
Scrooge slams door.
72, 74.
Let us deal with the eviction notices for tomorrow, Mr. Cratchit.
Tomorrow is Christmas, sir.
Very well. You may gift wrap them.
Let me help you with that, Mr. Cratchit.
Oh, my. There are certainly a lot today.
Christmas is a very busy time for us, Mr. Cratchit. People preparing feasts, giving parties, spending the mortgage money on frivolities. One might say that December is the foreclosure season. Ha ha. Harvest time for the moneylenders.
Hey, boss, ask him. Tell him, Mr. Cratchit.
If you please, Mr. Scrooge, it's gotten colder, and the bookkeeping staff would like to have an extra shovel full of coal for the fire.
We can't do the bookkeeping. All of our pens have turned into inksicles. Our assets are frozen.
How would the bookkeepers like to be suddenly unemployed?
Heat wave. This is my island in the sun.
I believe you've convinced them once again, Mr. Scrooge.
At that moment, who should arrive at the door but Scrooge's nephew Fred, his only living relative.
Nephew Fred? I don't see him.
Trust me.
Hello, Uncle.
You're very good at that, Mr. Dickens.
And Merry Christmas, Uncle Scrooge. God save you.
Merry Christmas. Bah, humbug.
Quick, I bet it'll be warmer in there.
Scampers inside office with Dickens.
This was a humbug, Uncle. You don't mean that, surely.
Actually, I think it's colder in here.
Merry Christmas, you say? What right have you to be merry? You're poor enough.
What right have you to be dismal? You're rich enough.
Got him there. The old boy's speechless.
If I could work my will, Every idiot who goes about with Merry Christmas on his lips would be cooked with his own turkey and buried with a stake of holly through his heart.
Well, not quite speechless.
Oh, Uncle.
Nephew, you keep Christmas in your own way. Let me keep it in mine.
Christmas is a loving, honest, and charitable time. And though it's never put a scrap of gold or silver in my pocket, I believe that Christmas has done me good and will do me good. And I say, God bless it.
Yeah.
And how does one celebrate Christmas on the unemployment line?
Bookkeeper, frightened, keeps working.
Now, in these times, it was customary on Christmas Eve for well-meaning gentlemen to call upon businesses collecting donations for the poor and homeless.
Mr. Scrooge, I presume.
You.
I am from the Order of Victoria Charity Foundation, and I'd like to talk to you about a donation.
Ah, welcome. This jolly old gentleman here is Mr. Scrooge. He's very generous to charities.
My dear nephew.
Well, at this festive season of the year, Mr. Scrooge, many of us feel that we must take care of our poor and our homeless.
Are there no prisons? No poor houses?
Well, plenty of those, sir.
No. Excellent. For a moment, I was worried.
Some of us were endeavoring to raise a fund for the poor and the homeless. And what might I put you down for?
Nothing.
So you wish to remain anonymous?
I wish to be left alone. I do not make merry myself at Christmas.
That certainly is true.
And I cannot afford to make idle people merry.
That is certainly not true.
Don't you have other things to do this afternoon, my dear nephew?
Sadly, I do, Uncle. So I shall make my donation and leave you to make yours.
Oh, well, thank you so very much.
Oh, Uncle, come and have Christmas dinner with me and Clara tomorrow.
Why ever did you get married?
Why? Because I fell in love.
That's the only thing in the world sillier than a Merry Christmas.
It's no use, Uncle. I shall keep my Christmas humor to the last. Merry Christmas to you, and a Happy New Year.
Well,
Sorry, Fred, I had a frog in my throat. Merry Christmas, Fred.
Merry Christmas, Bob.
Humbug.
After long, awkward silence.
well, how then, sir? How about the donation?
Well, now, let's see. I know how to treat the poor. My taxes go to pay for the prisons and the poor houses. The homeless must go there.
But some would rather die.
If they'd rather die, then they'd better do it and decrease the surplus population.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
This is the door. You may use it.
Oh. Yeah. Well, I think we've taken up enough of Mr. Scrooge's time. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
Singing heard outside as gentleman exits. Good King Wenceslas looked out on the feast of Stephen, though the snow laid round about, deep and crisp and even, starts to falter as he sees a very angry Scrooge. Brightly shone the moon that night through the...
What do you want?
Penny for the song, governor? Scrooge opens the door. Hours later, night has fallen.
Excuse me, Mr. Scrooge, but it appears to be closing time.
Very well. Tell you at 8. I'll see you at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow's Christmas.
8:30 then.
If you please, sir. Half an hour off hardly seems customary for Christmas Day.
Hardly customary, not at all.
How much time off is customary, Mr. Cratchit?
That whole day?
Yeah, that's right. The whole day.
The entire day.
No. That was the frog's idea.
If you please, Mr. Scrooge, why open the office tomorrow? Other businesses will be closed. You'll have no one to do business with. It'll waste a lot of expensive coal for the fire.
It's a poor excuse for picking a man's pocket every December the 25th. But as I seem to be the only person around who knows that, take the day off.
Yay! What a boss! Oh, man!
Will you stop that?
Thank you, Mr. Scrooge.
Be here all the earlier the next morning.
Okay, sir. You bet.
Their employer gone at last, Bob Cratchit and the bookkeepers immediately began that most pleasant of activities, the celebration of Christmas.
He's gone.
Gentlemen, let's close up for Christmas.
I don't know the song. You know the song?
We will jump ahead to the end of the song. Scrooge lived in chambers which had once belonged to his old business partners, Jacob and Robert Marley.
Have some bread?
Not while I'm working.
Okay, suit yourself.
The building was a dismal heap of brick on a dark street. Now, once again, I must ask you to remember that the Marleys were dead and decaying in their graves.
Yep.
That one thing you must remember, or nothing that follows will seem wondrous.
Why are you whispering?
It's for dramatic emphasis.
Oh.
Sheesh.
Scrooge stares as Doorknocker morphs into the face of Jacob Marley.
Jacob Marley?
Scrooge jumps back in fear. Horses from carriage take off, spooked. Dickens and Rizzo fall to the ground.
Hey, you okay?
Scrooge stares at Knocker, which no longer looks like a face.
Humbug.
Oh, Gonzo, speak to me, man. I mean, Mr. Dickens, Charlie, are you hurt?
Dickens sits up as if nothing has happened.
To say that Scrooge was not startled would be untrue. Still, the moment had passed, and the world was as it should be.
He ain't hurt. Didn't even break his concentration. Nothing.
Come on, Rizzo, we'll follow him in.
Digging through snow.
Wait a minute. I had a little bag of jelly beans over here.
Would you just get over here?
All right.
Sheesh.
Door slams in their faces and into Dickens' large schnoz, knocking the wind out of Dickens.
Steady. Steady.
Scrooge made his way up the darkness, up the staircase, carrying not a button for the darkness. Darkness was cheap, and Scrooge liked it. But the incident at the door had made Scrooge wary. Before he shut himself in for the night, he searched his rooms.
Okay, that does it.
Pardon?
How do you know what Scrooge is doing? We're down here, and he's up there.
I keep telling you, storytellers are omniscient. I know everything.
Hoity-toity, Mr. Godlike Smarty Pants.
To conduct a proper search, Scrooge was forced to light the lamps.
Lamps inside apartment light up.
How does he do that?
Scrooge eats a solitary Christmas dinner in front of a fire. The doorbell starts ringing incessantly, eerily. Scrooge stares stupefied, comprehending no one is at the door. The fire goes out, and a fog starts to creep into the room. He turns around in his chair and sees two ghosts.
Look, it's Ebenezer Scrooge.
Looking older and more wicked than ever.
I knew he wouldn't disappoint us.
Who are you?
In life, we were your partners, Jacob. Jacob?
And Robert Marley.
It looks like you, but I don't believe it.
Why don't you doubt your senses?
Because a little thing can affect them. Slight disorder of the stomach can make them cheat. You could be a bit of undigested beef, and a blob of mustard, a crumb of cheese. Yes, there's more of gravy than of grave about you.
More of gravy than of grave?
What a terrible pun. Where do you get these jokes?
Leave the comedy to the bears, Ebenezer.
Please, Jacob, Robert, don't criticize me. You always criticized me.
We were always heckling you.
Ah, it's good to be heckling again.
It's good to be doing anything again.
Why do you come to me?
We're Marley and Marley, avarice and greed. We took advantage of the poor, just ignored the needy.
We specialized in causing pain, spreading fear and doubt. And if you could not pay the rent, we simply threw you out. There was a year we evicted the entire orphanage.
I remember the little tykes all standing in the snowbank.
With their little frost-bitten teddy bears.
We're Marley and Marley. Our hearts were painted black. We should have known our evil deeds would put us both in shackles.
Captive bound, we're double ironed, exhausted by the weight.
As freedom comes from giving love,
so prison comes with hate.
We're Marley and Marley.
We're Marley and Marley.
But my friends, you were not unfeeling toward your fellow men.
True. There was something about mankind we loved.
I think it was their money. Doomed, Scrooge. You're doomed for all time.
Your future is a horror story written by your crime.
Your chains are forged by what you say and do.
So have your fun when life is done and nightmare waits for you.
What are these terrible chains?
Oh, the chains!
Oh, we forged these chains in life by our acts of greed.
You wear such a chain yourself.
Humbug. Speak comfort to me, friends.
Comfort. Ah!
You will be haunted by 3 spirits.
Haunted? I've already had enough of that.
Without these visits, you cannot hope to avoid the path we tread.
Expect the first ghost tonight when the bell tolls 1.
Can't I meet them all at once and get it over with?
When the bell tolls 1. We're
Marley and Marley.
We're Marley and Marley.
We're Marley and Marley.
Change.
And with that, the spirits of Scrooge's partners vanished into the darkness, leaving him once again alone in his room.
Oh, that's scary stuff. Hey, should we be worried about the kids in the audience?
Nah, it's all right. This is culture.
Jelly beans? Had them in my pocket the whole time.
Dickens stares.
What?
Scrooge tucks himself into bed, armed with a super effective against ghosts fire poker.
Humbug.
Come on.
High up on a fence.
I really hate this.
You wanted to know what was happening. Now Scrooge's bedchamber is on this side of the house. Now jump.
There are only 2 things in this life I hate. Heights and jumping from them.
Too late now. Come on, I'll catch you.
God save my little broken body.
Rizzo jumps screaming, falls flat in the snow behind Dickens.
Missed.
Wait a second, I forgot my jelly beans. Oh,
Rizzo squeezes through fence bars to other side, retrieves jelly beans, comes back to Dickens, and Dickens stares.
What?
You can fit through those bars?
Yeah.
You are such an idiot.
What? What? Hey, what?
Dickens climbing a rope up a tree.
Scrooge slipped into the empty silence of a dreamless sleep.
No, you guys, a guy could fall and break his tail falling out of this tree.
You want to see what's going on, don't you?
Yes.
Look, there's Scrooge's window.
Oh, yeah.
Expect the first ghost when the bell tolls 1.
Blinding light wakes Scrooge up. He opens his bed curtains to reveal a super creepy small ghost child floating in his room.
Are you the spirit whose coming was foretold to me?
I am.
You're just a child.
I can remember nearly 1900 years. I am the ghost of Christmas past.
What business has brought you here?
Your welfare.
A night's unbroken rest might aid my welfare.
Your salvation, then. Take heed. Come.
Ghost floats outside of window.
I beg you, spirit. I am mortal and liable to fall.
A touch of my hand, and you shall fly.
Ghost and Scrooge fly out window. Dickens swings a lasso around Scrooge's ankle.
What you doing?
Nothing.
What?
Well, just hold on.
Both Scrooge into the night air.
Hello, London!
Goodbye, lunch!
Spirit, what is that light? It cannot be dawn.
It is the past.
Look, it's beautiful, Rizzo.
Mommy!
They appear into broad daylight, somewhere in the country. The whole party slowly drops to the ground.
And so they arrived in Ebenezer Scrooge's childhood.
That was the worst trip of my life.
Well, it's over now.
Yeah, safe at last.
A giant, dangerous cat meows loudly behind him.
No. No, stop. Nice kitty. Ow, ouch. I'm from New Jersey.
It was the afternoon of Christmas Eve, and Scrooge was conscious of 1,000 odors, each one connected with 1,000 thoughts and hopes and joys and cares, long, long forgotten.
It's my old school. I was a boy here. That's Henry and Edmund, my best friend. Hello, boys. Hello.
These are but shadows of your past, Ebenezer. They can neither see nor hear you. Come, and let us go inside.
Rizzo, stop playing with the cat.
Help me, save me. Help me, save me. Help me, save me.
Follow me.
Help me, save me.
He escapes indoors.
And what a flood of memories came back to him as Scrooge beheld his old classroom. There was a Scrooge line in my line, sorry.
I know it all so well. Spirit, the desks, the smell of the chalk. I chose my profession in this room.
And is he too familiar?
Scrooge beheld a small boy, a boy he knew, oh, very well indeed.
Good heavens, it's me.
Hurry, Ebenezer. The last coach is leaving.
Come on, he never goes home for Christmas.
Who cares about stupid old Christmas?
I was often alone. More time for reading and study. The Christmas holiday was a chance to get some extra work done, a time for solitude.
Rats don't understand these things.
You were never a lonely child?
I had 1,274 brothers and sisters.
Sheesh, rats don't understand these things.
Let us see another Christmas in this place.
We're all very much the same. Nothing ever changed.
You changed.
The years performed their terrible dance, and in a moment, Scrooge had seen his entire childhood pass. He saw his old schoolroom age and decay.
So, Master Scrooge, graduation day.
That's my old headmaster. This man taught me my greatest lesson.
Stand up. Build your life as this school is built. Yes. Work hard. Work long and be constructive. Oh, Ebenezer, life is a golden opportunity. Today, you go forth into the real world. You must keep your nose to the grindstone. Work hard, lad, and one day your life will be as solid as this very building.
The shelf behind him collapses.
Been meaning to fix that shelf.
Yes, Headmaster.
Well, young man, you have been apprenticed to a fine company in London. Today, you become a man of business.
I'm looking forward to it, Headmaster.
You will love business. It is the American way.
Sam.
Listeners and headmasters.
Me? It is the British way.
Good.
Yes, Headmaster.
Oh, here's your coachman, Ebenezer.
Come, Scrooge, there is much to see.
Remember, don't tip the driver.
A moment later, Scrooge found himself standing on a city street, looking at a building he had not seen in years.
Tell me, Ebenezer Scrooge, do you know this place?
Know it? My first job was here. This is Fozziwig's old rubber chicken factory.
Once again, it was Christmas Eve. Night was falling, and the lamplighters were plying their trade.
Accidentally lights Rizzo's tail on.
Hey, light the lamp, not the rat, light the lamp, not the rat. What are you?
Oh, my apologies.
Put me out.
Rizzo.
What? Shoves Rizzo off the lamppost into a barrel of freezing water.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
There he is, old Fozziwig himself.
Look, my lads, dusk has fallen. The lamplighters are at work. It's Christmas Eve for certain.
What an employer he was, as hard and as ruthless as a rose petal.
It's time for the party to begin.
It's the Fozziwig Christmas party.
Rizzo, come on. Rizzo, just grab hold of the stick.
Thank you. Excuse me, everyone. Can we have some quiet?
Dickens brings in Rizzo.
Please?
A frozen ratsicle. He slams him onto a table and he emerges from inside the ice.
I suppose I should be grateful for that.
You're welcome.
Please, can I have your attention for a moment?
No one listens over the sound of the party.
Look, it's the Marley brothers, my old partners as they were as lads.
Can I have your attention, please?
Animal shouts, quiet! Everyone shuts up. He thanks them.
That's better. Welcome to Fozziwig and Mom's annual Christmas party. At this time in the proceedings, it is a tradition for me to make a little speech.
And it's a tradition for us to take a little nap.
Pay no attention to them. My speech. Here is my Christmas speech. Thank you all, and Merry Christmas.
That was the speech.
It was dumb.
It was obvious.
It was pointless.
It was short. I
loved
it.
I'm bored with speeches. Let's dance, son.
Hey, here's Mrs. Fozziwig to start the party. Way to go, Ma.
Hit it, boys.
The band strikes up. Fozziwig to a guest.
It's a pleasure having you here at the party. Please enjoy yourself.
Excuse me, Mr. Fozziwig. I've been going over the accounts. Do you know how much the firm is spending for this party?
Oh, Master Scrooge, this is Christmas. It's a time for generosity. Stop working. Enjoy yourself. Go meet some people. Go ahead.
Cut to Fozziwig speaking to a beautiful young lady.
Belle, you know, I love these annual Christmas parties. I love them so much. I think we'll do it twice a year.
Young entrepreneur Ebenezer bumps into Belle.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, Master Scrooge.
Excuse me.
Belle, I'd like to introduce you to Ebenezer Scrooge, the finest young financial mind in the city. Ebenezer, this is Belle, a friend of the Fozziwig family.
to meet you.
Well, I'm glad you two finally met.
Do you remember this meeting?
Remember? Yes. I remember.
There was, of course, another Christmas Eve with this young woman some years later.
Oh, please, do not show me that Christmas.
Christmas past screws him over and flashes him forward to that Christmas.
Another year before our wedding, Ebenezer.
Well, it can't be helped, Belle. How could we marry now? There's not even enough for a decent home. The investments haven't grown as they should.
So you said last year.
Business continues to be poor.
You're a partner in your own firm now.
Barely clearing expenses.
You said the partnership was the goal.
This is for you. I love you, Belle.
You did once.
DVD of film inexplicably cuts best song in the whole movie. Cut to Belle walking away. Rizzo is sobbing uncontrollably.
Oh, Rizzo.
Spirit, show me no more. Why do you delight in torturing me?
I told you, these were the shadows of the things that have been, that they are what they are. Do not blame me.
Leave me.
Scrooge was left alone and exhausted in his bedchamber, and thus he remained until the nearby clock began to strike the hour.
Rizzo wakes up at the sound of the clock striking.
Oh, what was that?
2 o'clock.
Oh, is it too early for breakfast?
Yes.
Oh, good. Supper time.
Scrooge knew that the second of the ghosts was due to appear. Yet now, as the clock finished striking...
Nothing.
Ho, 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 ho. Come in and know me, Bearman.
Scrooge steps into the next room filled with lights and Christmas plenty, as well as a giant ghost.
Come in and know me, Bearman. Did I already say that?
You did, yeah.
I am the ghost of Christmas present. This is the night before the dawn, before the day of Christmas. Did I tell you that I'm the ghost of Christmas present?
You did, yeah.
Come in and know me better, man.
You're a little absent-minded, Spirit.
No, I'm a large absent-minded spirit. My mind is filled with the here and now. And the now is Christmas.
I don't believe I've ever met anybody like you before, sir.
Really? Over 1,800 of my brothers have come before me.
1,800? Imagine the grocery bills.
Have you ever noticed that everything seems wonderful at Christmas?
In all honesty, Spirit, no. Perhaps I've never understood about Christmas.
Before this day is done, you will understand. We shall go out into the world. May I welcome you to Christmas morning. I can try to do the song if I get backup.
Only if you do it with the accent.
What have I done? It's under singing of a street corner choir. It's going home and getting warm by the fire. It's true, wherever you find love, it feels like Christmas. A cup of kindness that we share with one another. A sweet reunion with a friend or a brother. In all the places you find love, it feels like Christmas. It is the season of the heart, a special time of caring, the ways of love made clear. It is the season of the Spirit, the message, if we hear it, is make it last all year. It's in the giving of a gift to another, a pair of mittens that were made by your mother. It's all the ways that we show love that feel like Christmas. A part of childhood that we'll always remember. It is the summer of the soul in December. Yes, when you do your best for love, it feels like Christmas. It is the season of the heart, a special time of caring, the ways of love made clear. It is the season of the spirit, the message, if we hear it, is make it last all year. It's in the singing of a street corner choir. It's going home and getting warm by the fire. It's true wherever you find love. It feels like Christmas. It feels like Christmas. It feels like Christmas. It feels like Christmas.
Spirit, I had no idea. I wish to see friends, kin. Show me family.
They appear at a Christmas party.
It's Fred. My dear nephew Fred and his wife, Clara, having Christmas with friends.
Hey, look, fruit.
Oh, is it me?
Oh, have you had the plum pudding, Fred? I think we must have a game at Christmas.
Do people play games at Christmas?
I love games.
Say, do you know that fruit is wax?
Oh. Yeah, I was wondering about the texture.
Fits.
Let's play yes and no.
A wonderful game. Oh, Fred, I can't. Can you unmute Fred? It's a great game. It's a great game.
I love the game.
Oh,
I think we all just really want to hear what Fred has to say.
I think I think that it's a vegetable. No.
No.
Okay, no.
It might. Could it be a mineral?
No. Animal then.
Indeed.
Do you think, is it found on the farm? No, never.
No.
Maybe in the city? Usually, okay.
Yep.
But does it pull a handsome cab? No, certainly not. No.
How about a dog?
No.
Cat?
A cat?
I said it first.
No.
Wait then. Is this an unwanted creature?
Often.
A mouse.
No.
A rat.
You called? I don't know. A cockroach?
No.
A leech.
It's too wonderful.
Wait. I know. An unwanted creature, but not a rat, a leech, or a cockroach.
Then what?
Then what? What?
It's Ebenezer Scrooge.
Yes.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a killer.
Come, there's much to see.
No more. I wish to see no more.
They appear in the broke side of town.
Here,
Why have we come to this odd corner of the town?
there's Christmas here too, you know. That's Bob Cratchit's house.
Perhaps it was the spirit's own generous nature and his sympathy for all poor men that led them straight to the home of Scrooge's faithful clerk.
Rizzo's sniffing the smoke coming out of the chimney.
Goose! They're cooking goose down there.
Rizzo, get out of the way.
Hey. Don't be so mad at the chimney now. You're blocking the smell.
This is Bob Cratchit's house?
How do you know that?
You just told me.
Well, I'm usually trustworthy.
Who's that?
Mrs. Cratchit, of course.
Peter, do not stop turning that spit. That is the whole secret of a properly roasted goose.
It smells so good, Mother.
It does, doesn't it?
Oh, that smells wonderful.
Promptly falls down chimney.
Oh, good grief.
Hey, stop. Get me out of here.
I knew you weren't suited for literature.
Soot is seen falling down the chimney, and Rizzo lands square on the hot goose.
At least I landed on something soft. And hot.
Linda.
I could keep this up all day.
Mother, I thought you said we shouldn't eat the chestnuts until Father and Tiny Tim get home.
I wasn't eating them. I was merely checking them to see if they were not burnt. It's a chef's thing. Dear, do not shout, Matilda.
I'm Belinda. I'm Bettina.
Of course you are, Bettina.
Belinda.
Whatever.
Singing is heard on the street.
'Tis the season to be jolly and joyous. Fa la la, with a burst of pleasure we feel it arrive. Fa la la, it's a season when the saints can employ us. Fa la la, to spread the news about peace and to keep love alive.
Come on, son.
Yeah.
Let's go see if Christmas dinner is ready yet.
Oh, yeah.
Merry Christmas, everyone!
Daddy!
Merry Christmas, girls! Merry Christmas, Peter!
Children! Now it's time to set the table. Go ahead.
Wait for me.
Merry Christmas, Emily.
Oh, Merry Christmas, Cratchy.
Piggy gropes Kermit.
Emmy? Emmy?
Yeah.
Fell down the chimney and landed on a flaming hot goose.
You have all the fun.
Rizzo stares, feet still steaming.
What?
Oh, Peter, the Christmas dinner, the goose.
Tiny Tim has a crazy coughing fit.
Oh, no, son, now you've gotten too excited. You go sit in your chair a moment, okay? Rest a moment. How was he at church?
As good as gold and better. He told me that he hoped the people saw him in church because it might be pleasant for them to remember upon Christmas Day, who made lame beggars walk and blind men see.
Remarkable child.
And with that, the Cratchits came to what was surely the happiest single moment in all the livelong year.
Such a meager feast.
But very much appreciated.
I pay Bob such a small amount.
Mr. Scrooge!
Bob Cratchit?
It only seems right that I should lift a glass to my employer. I give you Mr. Scrooge, the founder of the feast.
The founder of the feast, indeed. Humph! If I had him here, I would give him a piece of my mind to feast upon, and I bet he would choke on it. Humph!
Choke!
My dear, the children. Christmas Day!
Well, I suppose that on a blessed day of Christmas, one must drink to the health of Mr. Scrooge. Even though he is odious, stingy, wicked and unfeeling, badly dressed, and
the founder of the feast, Mr. Scrooge.
To Mr. Scrooge. He'll be very merry and happy this day, I have no doubt.
No doubt.
Cheers!
God bless us, everyone. Life is full of sweet surprises. Every day's a gift. The sun comes up and I can feel it lift my spirits, fills me up with laughter, fills me up with song. I look into the eyes of love and know that I belong. Bless us all who gather here, the loving family I hold dear. No place on earth compares with home, and every path will bring me back there where I roam. Bless us all, that as we live, we always comfort and forgive. We have so much that we can share, that those in needs we see around us everywhere. Let us always love each other. Lead us to the light. Let us hear the voice of reason singing in the night. Let us run from anger and catch us when we fall. Teach us in our dreams, and please, yes, please, bless us one and all. Bless us all with playful years, with noisy games and joyful tears. We reach for you and we stand small. And in our prayers and dreams, we ask you, bless us all. Where are you? And we sing tall. And in our prayers and dreams, we ask you, bless us all.
Tiny Tim has a coughing fit.
Oh, let's all take our seats now. Let's have dinner.
Spirit, tell me if Tiny Tim will live.
That is the future. My realm is the present. However, I see a vacant seat by the chimney corner and a crutch without an owner. If these shadows remain unaltered, I believe the child will die. What then? If he is going to die, he had better do it and decrease the surplus population.
Oh, Spirit.
As the Cratchit family vanished into the darkness, Scrooge kept his eyes upon Tiny Tim until the last.
Come, my time grows short.
Spirit, do you grow old?
I do.
Are spirits' lives so short?
My time upon this globe is very brief. I believe it will end upon the stroke of 12.
Graveyard bell starts tolling.
Now, but Spirit, I have learned so much from you.
Nothing Scrooge could do or say could stop the relentless march of those terrible bells.
Oh, Spirit, do not leave me.
I think I must, in fact.
You have meant so much to me. You have changed me.
And now I leave you with the ghost of Christmas yet to come.
You mean the future? Must I?
Go forth and know him better, man.
Christmas present fades away. Super creepy fog rolls into the graveyard Scrooge is in. When it settles, he turns to see the ghost of Christmas yet to come, the stuff of nightmares.
Am I in the presence of the ghost of Christmas yet to come? Spirit, I fear you more than any specter I've yet met.
Oh, this is too scary. I don't think I want to see any more.
Well, when you're right, you're right. You're on your own, folks. We'll meet you at the finale.
I am prepared to follow and to learn with a thankful heart.
Silence.
Will you not speak to me?
Ghost silently waves an arm toward the horizon.
Oh, yes, yes. The night is waning fast. Lead on. Spirit.
They enter a dreary gray whirlpool into the future. They appear on a street and it is pouring rain.
No. I don't know much about it either way. I only know he's dead.
When?
Last night, I believe.
Wonder what he died of. I thought he'd never go.
Oh, well, I don't know or care why he's gone. I just like to know what he's done with his money.
That's right, wouldn't we all? Well, he didn't give it to me.
Oh, no. Well, it's likely to be a cheap funeral. I don't know a single soul who'd go to it.
I wouldn't mind going.
What?
If lunch is provided.
I say, speaking of lunch.
I know some of those gentlemen, Spirit. Of what poor wretch do they speak?
Ghost points to a bleak alley leading to a den of thieves.
So, back from the house of sadness, I see.
Sadly didn't die years ago, the old skinflint.
Here.
Well, let me see. What do you got for old Joe, eh? What do you got for me to remember him by?
Well, I got these collar buttons from his dresser. Mother of pearl.
No. I got his bed curtains. Very fine damask.
And I got his blankets.
Very cheap damask, but worth a few coins. Oh, his blankets. Why, they're still warm. I don't pay extra for warmth, you know.
You should. It's the only warmth he ever had.
I understand, Spirit. The case of this unhappy man might be my own. My life tends that way now. Merciful heavens, let me see some tenderness connected with this world, or I'll be haunted by that terrible conversation forever.
Spirit complies and takes him to the projects.
It's Bob Cratchit's house. Oh, yes, Spirit, a place of joy and laughter. Thank you for bringing me here. It's so quiet. Why is it so quiet, Spirit?
Oh, Mother, you're crying again.
No, it's just the lamplight that's hurting my eyes.
Oh, not Tiny Tim.
There now. My eyes get weak in the dim light. I would not want to show weak eyes to your father when he gets home for anything in the world. He should be back now.
I think he's walked a little slower these past 2 evenings.
Hello, my dears.
Daddy!
Hello, girls. Hello, Peter.
Oh, children, please go set the table. Thank you. How was the churchyard?
Oh, it'll be lovely, Emily. It would have done you good to see how green the place is. I picked a spot for Tim where he can see. It's a spot on the hill, and you can see the ducks on the river. Tiny Tim
always loved watching the ducks on the river.
Oh, Spirit, must there be a Christmas that brings this awful scene? How can we endure it?
It's all right, children. Life is made up of meetings and partings. That is the way of it. I'm sure we will never forget Tiny Tim, or this first parting that there was among us.
All bow their heads sadly. Tiny Tim's crutch rests on his empty chair. The ghost and Scrooge are back at the graveyard.
Must we return to this place? There's something else that I must know. Is that not true? Spirit, I know what I must ask. I fear to, but I must. Who was the wretched man whose death brought so much glee and happiness to others?
Spirit points to a tombstone covered in snow.
Answer me one more question. Are these the shadows of things that will be? Or are they the shadows of things that may be only?
Spirit points to a tombstone covered in snow.
These events can be changed.
Spirit points to a tombstone covered in snow.
A life can be made right.
Scrooge walks over to Tombstone and wipes off the snow. He reads his own name.
Ebenezer Scrooge. Oh, please, Spirit, no, hear me. I'm not the man I was. Why would you show me this if I was past all hope? I will honor Christmas and try to keep it all the year. I will live my life in the past, the present, and the future. I will not shut out the lessons the spirits have taught me. Tell me that I may sponge out the writing on this stone. Oh, Spirit, speak to me.
Scrooge sobs. He tugs at the hem of the ghost's robes in despair. The robes become Scrooge's bed curtains. It's morning.
I'm home.
Yes, the bedposts were his own. The bed was his own. The room was his own.
Hey guys, we're back.
We promised we would be, but the thing that made Scrooge happiest of all was that his life lay before him, and it could be changed.
I will live my life in the past, the present, and the future. Oh, Jacob and Robert Marley. Oh, heaven and the Christmas time be praised for this day. I say it on my knees. Jacob and Robert on my knees.
Looks at bed curtains.
Oh, they're not torn down. They're here, and I'm here. More is the miracle. I don't know what to do. I'm as light as a feather. I'm as happy as an angel. I'm as merry as a schoolboy.
Scrooge opens window, spots homeless child.
You there, boy.
What, me? That is, what, me, sir?
What's today?
Pardon?
What's today, my fine fellow?
Today? Well, today is Christmas Day.
It's Christmas Day. I haven't missed it. The spirits did it all in one night. They can do anything they like. Of course they can. Of course they can.
Of course they can.
Do you know the poultry shop in the next street?
Yes, sir, I do.
An intelligent lad. A remarkable lad. Do you know whether the prize turkey has been sold in the window?
Oh, the one twice as big as me?
Ah.
It's still there.
Oh, it's a pleasure talking with you, lad. Go and buy it.
Be serious.
I am being serious. Buy it for me and I'll give you a shilling. No, I'll give you 5 shillings.
Throws money out of window. Wow.
And so the boy was off like a shot. So eager.
Ragamuffin collides with Dickens and Rizzo.
Sorry. I'll bring it to Bob Cratchit's house. What a surprise it'll be. It's twice the size of Tiny Tim.
And a few moments later, dressed in his finest, Scrooge appeared on the streets of the city to wish Merry Christmas to all the world. Everyone was out and about this fine morning, and soon he encountered 2 familiar faces.
Pardon me, sir. But about the charity donation you asked me for yesterday.
Yes?
Put me down for...
That much?
Not a penny less. A great many back payments are included in it, I assure you.
My goodness. I don't know what to say. I just wish there was something I could give you.
He suddenly takes off his scarf and gives it to Scrooge.
Oh.
A gift? Gift for me? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you 50 times! And a Merry Christmas!
Here's your turkey, Mr. Scrooge.
Follow me, lad. With a thankful heart and an endless joy, with a growing family, every girl and boy will be nephew and niece to me. Nephew and niece to me will bring love, hope, and peace to me. Love, hope, and peace to me. And every night will end, and every day will start. With a grateful prayer and a thankful heart, with an open smile and with open doors, I will bid you welcome. What is mine is yours. With a glass raised to toast your health. With a glass and a promise to share the wealth. I will sail a friendly course, file a friendly chart, on a sea of love and a thankful heart. On a sea of love and a thankful heart. Life is like a journey, who knows when it ends? Yes, and if you need to know the measure of a man, you simply count his friends. Stop and look around. Stop and look around you. The glory that you see is born again each day. Don't let it slip away. How precious life can be. With a thankful heart that is wide awake, I do make this promise: every breath I take will be used now to sing your praise. Used now to sing your praise. And to beg you to share my days. With a loving guarantee that even if we part, I will hold you close in a thankful heart. I will hold you close in a thankful heart.
A giant crowd of people bearing all the food and gifts Scrooge has bought has congregated outside of the Cratchit's house. They hide around the corner.
Bob Cratchit?
Cratchit answers the door.
So here you are.
Mr. Scrooge!
You, sir, were not at work this morning as we had discussed.
But Mr. Scrooge, sir, we did discuss it. It's Christmas Day. You gave me the day off.
I, Ebenezer Scrooge, would I do a thing like that?
No, I mean yes, but you did.
Bob Cratchit, I have had my fill of this.
Miss Piggy / Emily Cratchit appears at the door, ready for a fight.
And I have had my fill of you, Mr. Scrooge.
Emily, Mr. Scrooge.
And therefore, Bob Cratchit.
And therefore, you can leave this house at once.
And therefore, I am about to raise your salary.
Oh, and I am about to raise you right off the pavement and out.
Pardon?
Yes, Bob. Raise your salary and pay your mortgage on this house.
Please, sir, come inside.
Oh, yes.
Bob Cratchit, would you and your family care to join us for a little turkey dinner on this fine Christmas day? Merry Christmas.
The Cratchits are stupefied to see a giant crowd enter their house loaded with stuff.
And Scrooge was better than his word. He did it all and infinitely more.
And Tiny Tim?
And Tiny Tim, who did not die.
Aw, ain't that swell?
To Tiny Tim, Scrooge became a second father. He became as good a friend, as good a master, and as good a man as the good old city ever had. And it was always said of him that he knew how to keep Christmas well. If any man alive possessed the knowledge, may that truly be said of us, and all of us. And so, as Tiny Tim observed,
God bless us.
God bless us, everyone.
Yay!
The love we found, the love we found, we carry with us, so we're never quite alone. The love we found, the love we found, the sweetest dream that we have ever known. The love we found, the love we found, we carry with us, so we're never quite alone.
Nice story, Mr. Dickens.
oh, thanks. If you like this, you should read the book.
The end.
Why are there so many songs about rainbows?
And what's on the other side?
Good job, Piggy.
You too, Kermie. See you later at my place under the mistletoe, right?
Whoa,
Jesus, Piggy, keep it in your fucking pants. My God.
Excuse me, but they said make merry. And I don't know if you know